So today I want to talk about food. We all love food. Food is good. Food is fun. But some of us love food a little too much. And that can be problematic. So what I'd like to explore in this video is the idea of food addiction, specifically as it relates to neurodiversity. Hello. I am Jag, just taking a quick break to explain some things. As late-diagnosed autistic and ADHD, still figuring things out one day at a time, I use AI to help me create videos so I can share my message more clearly. It helps me concentrate better, stay organized, but also tap into my creativity. This channel is a safe space for anyone who found out later in life and thought, "Now what?" Here, I will share tips, tools, and stories I wish someone had told me when I first started this journey. If you are feeling overwhelmed, curious, or just want to feel a little less alone, you are in the right place. It's estimated that 20 to 30% of people with ADHD also struggle with food addiction. And there's a reason for this. The reward center in the brain, which is one of the areas that's involved in addiction, happens to be right next to the hunger center in the brain. So when we eat, especially when we eat foods that are high in fat and sugar, those foods stimulate the reward center in our brain. And when that happens, dopamine is released. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter that makes us feel good. It's kind of like a reward. And that makes us want to repeat that behavior, eat more of that food. Now, typically, when we eat, we don't do it in a way that's meant to harm us. We do it because we want to feel good. But for some people, they end up eating so much that it does harm them. For example, they might develop unhealthy eating habits or disordered eating habits. Autistic individuals often experience emotion regulation difficulties, especially when overwhelmed, burned out, or masking, and use food to regulate their emotions. Food may serve as a self-soothing tool, a distraction from shutdown or meltdown cues, a dopamine source during emotional flatness or sensory dullness. Example, reaching for sweet or crunchy snacks during a social hangover, not out of hunger, but to calm the nervous system. Many may become obese or develop diabetes or other health problems related to overeating. And food addiction is not the only way that neurodivergent people cope with our emotions. Other common coping mechanisms include spending. If you're neurodivergent, chances are you've probably overspent at least once in your life. You may have gone on a shopping spree and bought way too much stuff that you don't need. Another coping mechanism that some neurodivergent people engage in is called skin picking. It's a really common behavior. And instead of picking at food, we pick at our skin. And then there's also a fourth category of coping mechanisms, which are the body-based ones, things like biting or chewing on our fingernails or hair. But food addiction is a very common one, and it's something that I've struggled with in the past. I used to binge eat when I was in college and I didn't know how to stop. Or when I'm bored, or overstressed. I would go to the grocery store and I would buy way too much food and then I would just eat it all the time. And it wasn't until I learned about how the brain works that I was able to break that habit. If you want to learn more about how the brain works in other areas, I have a whole playlist of videos on my channel about neurodiversity. So go check that out. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please click the like button and share. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe. Let's figure this out together. And don't forget to subscribe to your own courage. Please don't pay attention to the trolls. All they want is attention. Not the right kind. So go on ignoring them. And if there's a topic that you'd like me to cover, please leave it in the comments below. I'll see you next time. Bye.